Hello, welcome to my vlog. Honestly, this might be a little bit awkward because this is my first time doing like a full-on vlog, and also I just want to start off and see kind of what I want to vlog and go from there and figure out if I want to do more weekly type videos or what it'll be, but we will see as time goes on what I end up doing. Today is Wednesday, it's 3:50 and I'm home early for the first time in what feels like forever. I got out of my Spanish Ling class and I got an email that my marketing class got canceled and I got to come home, which was super nice. It's been raining all week long. It's been so gloomy outside. I'm not loving it. I love the fall weather, but when it rains in the fall, it just feels so much more depressing. So I don't love that, but we're gonna get through it. I think this is the last day, or one of the last days that it'll be raining, so that'll be good. I've been obsessed with Brett Chody's weekly vlogs. I found her because she's friends with Jake Shane, which love his podcast Therapist. He's the funniest person ever. I'm dying to meet him. Funny story, actually. I saw his Therapist live show last year when he came to Atlanta. I almost said Athens, but he came to Athens this year. But last year he had a show in Atlanta and I was like, of course I have to go because I cannot miss out on this opportunity. So I even got the VIP because I wanted to actually meet him and get photos and everything like that. But somehow, I guess when I was trying to pay for my tickets in Ticketmaster, it wasn't working in my account, so I went through my mom's account, and of course with my mom's account it was on my mom's email and they were sending updates to that email, which I didn't realize until it was too late because I didn't see the info that said that you had to get there at like 3 or 4 o'clock if you were VIP and you want to meet him before the show. So I show up like 2-3 hours late and I saw the whole show, but I was just sad that I didn't get to meet him, but one day it'll happen. Anyway, I'm obsessed with Brett's vlogs. I actually just watched her one that she just posted. I really like the weekly style that she does, and so I think I want to kind of try that out. I feel like so many people say, like even people who do vlog, a lot of people are like, well, nobody's interested in what I'm doing. I feel like that's not true because when the vloggers that I like say that, like Steph Bohr is one of my faves, I'm like, no, I just love the homey, like comfy vibe that she has whenever she's just kind of chilling out at her house. So we're gonna see what exactly my vlogs end up being. But for now, I want to record a YouTube video. I've been planning the outline and I'm kind of seeing how I want to plan for videos in the future, just because I'm not sure if I want to do it where I write out like a pretty much full-on script so that it's easy and I don't miss out anything that I want to say and I can articulate myself a little bit better, because I like to write and I feel like I'm a pretty good writer, so I feel like writing out a script would be helpful for me to kind of have everything and not forgetting something that I really want to say and just didn't get to. It's also hard because I don't want it to be me just reading a screen, and for some reason it's hard for me to read off the teleprompter. My eyes will be like in a different spot and you can tell that I'm reading something. But for now, my friend Derek just texted me asking if I was coming tonight and I was like, what's happening tonight? I didn't know something was going on, but they're having some people over, so I'm gonna go. I'm really excited for that. He's gonna pick me up in a couple of hours. I think it'll be really chill, and also that'll be something to vlog. I'll have to not be shy vlogging in front of other people, but in my head I'm like, well, people like record on Snapchat all the time, so like what's the difference with vlogging? It's the same thing. I am going to do my makeup and then I am going to record my video. The video I'm doing is, I'm deciding to call it The 7 Habits of Highly Successful Divas, because I read this book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens or People or something like that in middle school, and I felt like that was a cool spin. So I'm excited. I've written out my notes and my outline, so once I'm done with this, I'm gonna go on and record that so that can be done and then I can edit it, because I want to crank out a lot of videos just so I can work out the kinks and see what works for me and what doesn't, and what kinds of styles of videos that I like. And that'll, I think, help me get into the rhythm a little bit faster than if I just do like a once a week upload, because I'm obviously like far from being like a seasoned YouTuber or vlogger. So at this point, I'm gonna try out a bunch of different things and see what works. But for now, we're gonna do makeup and then we're gonna move on. So let's do my makeup together. Okay, I did this before I started recording, but in case you were wondering, I used Panoxyl. Ooh, my brush just fell in the sink. It's okay. This is the only thing that works for me. I have tried every face wash under the sun. It was what it feels like. It's the 10% benzoyl peroxide, which is I think the highest, it's the maximum strength, at least for Panoxyl. I found this watching, it was definitely Madison Beer. I don't know if it was an allure video. It was something on YouTube where she was showing skincare, like makeup routine, something like that. But I tried it out. I used to have fungal acne on my forehead, and this is the only thing that has cleared it up. Obviously, I still get the occasional pimple. If you have like little tiny bumps around your forehead or maybe like your chin area, I would highly recommend, because this was a game changer for me. And then I just have in this travel bottle. It's just, I think, Cetaphil moisturizer. I did my eyebrows already because every day, even when I'm not wearing makeup, I just use my Benefit brow pencil and my NYX super glue, because I have like wild, like very thick eyebrows, but also like they kind of thin out at the sides of my face. That works for me. So even when I'm not like wearing makeup, I just kind of tame my eyebrows a little bit by doing that. Since that's already done, we're gonna move on to my first step. Wait, I almost was gonna say concealer, but before concealer, we have to do eyeliner. I'm gonna like look over the mirror when I do it, just because this lighting is not the greatest and I need to make sure I do it right. I'm gonna get a little cotton swab flat round thingy just in case I mess up, because it took me forever to like master my eyeliner, but when I got it. I would just practice in my room when I had free time and nothing else to do. I would just do it and I'd mess up and wipe it off, do it, mess up, wipe it off. I'd like to say that I perfected it. It's like my signature kind of thing. Not that it's like anything special, but it's something that I like to do, make it a little more interesting, because I'm not the greatest at eyeshadow. I want to get better. I tried it out a little bit when I was first getting into makeup. I never mastered it, and I think I just got frustrated and I quit, which I need to get back into it because I think that it looks really fun and it's a really cool little touch to the makeup routine. For now, we'll just be doing eyeliner. I love this Kat Von D ink liner. It works for me. I'll come back when I'm done with the wing. Wing is done. Not my best. There are definitely more cousins than sisters today. It's gonna have to work. Also, apologies for this lighting. I'm in my apartment. I guess I could just buy new lights, which honestly might be good investment. They're light bulbs. Eyeliner's done. On to the next. Where did the cap go? Now that the moisturizer has set in, now we can move on to the concealer. I've never been a fan of primer. I feel like it's sort of a myth. Like, I have pretty oily skin. I guess to each their own. Not gonna yuck your yum, as Jake, Shane, and Brett would say. Obviously, if it works for you, it works for you, but personally, I've just never seen a difference with primer, even though I have oily skin. I'm just gonna go in with my concealer. I was like, where did I put it? It's like on the counter as we speak. I used two. One for my under eye, one for the rest of my face. For my under eye, I literally just do like a singular dot. You know that like meme where Hailey Bieber's doing her makeup and she's like a single dot on like her whole face? That's what I feel like when I use this. But no, it really doesn't take much. I think it does a good job at brightening. So after this step, like the littlest bit, but like it really does go a long way. And then for the rest of my face, this is the only concealer I will ever use until something else that surpasses it comes into the market. But at this point, this is literally the only thing that works for me. I have literally gone into Sephora and Ulta and tried every single concealer that they have, and this is, I swear to you, the only one. The consistency is perfect. It's called Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. Oh, I didn't say the shade. I'm getting used to like the beauty guru-ness. The Huda Beauty one it's the Faux Filter Concealer. The shade was Praline 6.3 neutral. This Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer is in shade 460, which perfect match. I got obviously way more bronzy when I was in Costa Rica over the summer. At this point, it's been pretty cloudy skies for a while, and so I've lost a bit of the bronziness, but like this is still like a pretty good match, I think. Once I blend it, you will see. Should I try to do the Alicia Marie like ASMR, you know, her classic like that? I almost want to say she invented it. We will blend now. This is also my favorite brush. I used to just use my fingers to blend, like ring finger, middle finger, whatever. But I really like this brush. It's the Merit brush. I think it's for, I actually don't have it in my bag. It's at my house in my hometown. This is really good. I feel like it's a perfect amount of like denseness, and I love it. I use it just for my all over blending. And so here we go. Mira. I don't know what this glitter is on my face. We're all blended. Time for the next step. Blush. My number one favorite thing of my makeup routine to do. And so here we go. I'm going to show you a really, really niche product that I'm sure you've never heard of before. Wait, listen to this. That was my leg. My joints keep popping and I don't know why. That's the other. Like, literally, people crack their like knuckles and like I don't know. Other people crack their legs? Whenever I do that in front of other people, they're like, oh my God, are you okay? You must be 100 years old. Like, why are your joints popping like that? And I'm like, I don't know. And the thing is, when I'm exercising and stretching more, my joints also pop more, which I don't really understand how that makes sense. In the past 24 hours, when I do it, it hurts. But also, if I don't do it, it also hurts. So like, I don't know what to do. Like the super niche blush product that you've never heard of. Has anyone ever heard of a little brand called Rare Beauty? I'm gonna put you guys on. I don't know what it's called, but like literally everyone and their mother knows what this is. So here you go. Can be found literally anywhere. It's the shade Joy. I use this as my base layer blush. I don't even know who I learned this from. Here we'll just do like a little dot, which I don't know why. I feel like I can put on more now than before. Before I could put like a fifth of a dot and I feel like it was still too much, but like that's a pretty good size, I think. I'm gonna layer it with a powder blush later once I like blend it and it sets in a little more. I don't know who made me think to layer my blushes. I would recommend, if you feel like it doesn't last and it kind of fades away throughout the day, throughout the night, whatever, I feel like layering the liquid and then the powder on top helps. Now we blend. All that blush is blended. I don't even know if you can tell with this camera right now. Now we're moving on to the fun part, the powder blush. This is probably my favorite product of my entire routine. Patrick Ta shade She's Giving. Ooh, there we go. This blush duo, there's a cream and then there's a powder on the bottom. I think when he's promoing and showing how to use it, you do powder, which it sounds counterintuitive, but he says you do the powder and then the cream on top. I love this bottom powder blush and I use it every single time that I do my makeup. All these products I use are my routine every single time I do my makeup. Nothing really changes. I'm pretty simple in that way. I've had this since I want to say December 2024. There's barely even a dent. Like, I don't know if you can see, you can kind of sort of see it at. I feel like it lasts forever and obviously I have a deep skin tone and still I don't have to use a lot of it because let me tell you, if you have a pale skin tone, this stuff, it is so pigmented. You want to go in with more of a light hand, but for me, this is perfect. I love how vibrant it is. This is really pretty. Patrick Ta also. The powder blush is my favorite consistency. Is that the word? Texture? I don't know. Whatever that, you know what I mean. Whatever that is, it's my favorite for this blush. I've also gone into Sephora when I was trying all those concealers and I tried pretty close to every single one of the blushes in the store. And this one reigns supreme for me. Some people say you should like smile to see the apples of your cheeks and some people don't, but like just do what works for you, I guess. I smile and like put it here and kind of just stamp it in because it's so pigmented. Let me bring this up so you can kind of see. I'm not sure how much you can see in this lighting. I think you can get the gist. Like I put it here and I just work it up around my temples and then some of my nose because I just think it's cute. The powder definitely helps the liquid underneath to set. I feel like that's what makes it work so well. It's kind of like setting powder for your liquid blush, except it also has the pigment because it's blush. Post blush is powder. This is the powder that I use. It's Huda Beauty, just the loose powder, easy bake, loose baking, and setting powder. I have the shade Cinnamon. This is Magnifique. Literally makes me feel like I've gotten airbrushed. And not just saying that because I feel like a lot of people say that about their favorite setting powders, which let me tell you, mine's the best. I use the other side of this. Oh, I didn't say, this is the Patrick Ta dual-ended dual-ended brush, which I think it's meant to be like this side for the powder and then use the other side for the cream on top. I use this other more dense side with my Huda powder. I don't really use too much. I focus it on my forehead and my under eyes and it really has an insane blurring effect. And I'm manifesting here, I have my G7X fancy vlog camera. See, like, I don't know if this is gonna show up, but like you can literally see like the mattifying that's going on. I don't know if they have a pressed powder, but I really would love to try it because this one is my go-to and would recommend to anyone. So I just keep stamping it kind of in the main areas that need it. Like, look at that. Wow, this product is crazy. Once powder's done, I go back in again with the one, the only Patrick Ta blush. I just do the same thing. I'm just kind of going over it because I feel like doing the liquid blush, then the Patrick Ta powder blush, and then setting the face, and then going back in makes it really kind of set, and you know it'll be there for a long time. So one more layer of the blush before we are done. And that is it. Oh wait, I almost forgot about the lip. One sec. Whoever I heard this from before, thank you. I love now just putting Aquaphor on before the lip, just so it's moisturized before, especially if you're using something drying, which I'm not, but like I still love to have this just to make you feel like lips aren't dry. And then if I had remembered, I would have done that at the beginning with my Aquaphor, but I didn't, so it's fine. But usually I'd put it on at the beginning and then wipe it off and then do the lip, but like it'll be fine. I'm just gonna wipe it off. I don't know if I've seen anyone do this. Not that it's like revolutionary, but I look at this little baby thing. I don't have a lip liner, so instead I literally just use this Benefit like brow pencil and it works just the same. It actually stays on a little bit longer, which I appreciate because I don't like having to reapply over and over and over. Not that it stays all night, not like a liquid liner, like a liquid lipstick or anything like that, but still I think it gets the job done. I mean, what can I say? I just like line my lips a little bit brown, which I think looks good. And then I use Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat in Hot Cherry. As you can see, she's well loved. You're gonna see the finished result with this and then we'll be done. Okay, that's how it looks with just this little thing. And now with, ooh, the lip gloss. Ooh, that's the final results. This is my go-to, whether it's like an everyday type thing or if I'm going to a fancier event. Either way, this is the face I put on. And so now it's time to go film my video. I'm really excited. I've been planning a lot for it and thinking about it, but now I'm gonna follow my own advice and just do it and stop thinking about it because I've prepared as much as I think is possible even at this point, or as much as like I don't want to like start overthinking it and then start mumbling over my words and blah blah blah. But after that, by the time I finish, it'll be almost time for me to go over to Derek. This will be what I do up until then, and I'll bring you along once I'm leaving. Should I change? I don't know. I love this sweatshirt. I don't know if I should change it though for when I film my video. Maybe I'll put on something a little more than just the crew neck. We'll see. I will see you very soon. I just changed into this little, I don't know what brand this is, but I've seen this little logo before. I just changed into this for me to record my video. But I just got a notification that my accounting grade just got posted. And I studied really hard for it because I didn't do great on the first exam. So I'm really hoping all of that paid off. I literally spent not my entire Sunday, but like I spent a good 6-7 hours on Sunday reviewing, and I studied well in advance before that, and so I'm really hoping it paid off. Whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna leave this just because why not? We'll see. Accounting is really not my jam. It says the test average for this one was a 77.65 before the curve. Thank God there's a curve. I honestly didn't think that there would be. Let me stop stalling and actually chat. I'm scared. Oh. Just filmed my video and now it's Derek time. Let's go. Wait, sorry.
Are you good?
Yes.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good. Is this a vlog?
Yes. Say hi. Hi. Say hi to the vlog.
No vlog. Conforming to society. You are conforming to society.
We're at the pumpkin patch and I actually don't even know what I was expecting because in my head I was like, oh, we're gonna go and like carve pumpkins right now, but it's just like it's a pumpkin patch, so like it's a patch of pumpkins. What a concept, I know. But I think we should have maybe gone to Trader Joe's so that we could have gotten the kit to carve the pumpkins. We might do that later, but it looks really pretty. I took some cool pictures. There's lots of options. Do you want to say hi? I was saying, like, now that we're here, I don't think I've been to an actual pumpkin patch. Not that this is a patch, because, like,
I don't remember.
they're just, like, on these barrel thingies.
I think I've been to a farm. I don't know if it was a pumpkin patch, though.
I'm realizing this is my first time. I've only been to festivals and not, like...
Oh, this is actually good. Like, what else can you do with a pumpkin patch?
True. This is, yeah, you're right. Hello. I finally made it back to my apartment. My roommate, Saishri, and I, we went to the pumpkin patch, and I realized when I was there that I've never actually been to a pumpkin patch. It wasn't even really like a patch because they'd like already picked it off of the like stems or whatever you call it. And I think in my head I was like, oh, we're gonna go to this thing and we're gonna get to carve pumpkins or maybe paint them or do something like that. But really it was just there for you to like take cute pictures and then buy one and take it home and do whatever you want with it. Now that I'm saying that, I feel like it'd be fun to actually get a pumpkin, because I didn't end up even getting one, but I feel like it'd be fun to actually make like a pie, or not even pie. I like baking and stuff, but I don't even like a lot of sweets and like pastries, which is like funny. But no, I do like pumpkin bread, so I feel like it could be fun to use something like that and like make something new. I've been saying for a while that I want to get into baking, so I feel like making pumpkin bread could maybe be fun. But the pumpkin patch wasn't what I expected, but that's okay, because I was thinking, I went to like Trader Joe's or something like that. I've seen where they have those kits with the thing where you can like carve out the pumpkin, or like, you know, you like cut out the circle for when you want to do the carving of the face or whatever. That could be fun. I'm sure that they have it there, if not Walmart or something like that, maybe even online. But today is in fact the 30th of October, so there's only 2 more days of October. But I mean, pumpkins are still fall-y, so I could do it in November too. There's nothing wrong with that. That being said, after I came back from the pumpkin patch, I made myself a snack. I made some roasted chickpeas before I went to go to this extra credit event thing for my Spanish lit class, and I walked there and it was super cold and windy, and when I got there, the event was nowhere to be found. I was just there and I'd walked like 20-25 minutes, which is like not the worst, but just the fact that it was so cold, I was like, oh, I wish it was here, because I walked all this way and I don't see anyone. But you know, when I was walking on campus, it was super, like, there was almost nobody there, because tomorrow is like officially like our fall break, which the fall break in question is a singular day. But I mean, I'm not complaining. There's one more day of break for us, so love that. But it felt so cool and like peaceful to just be walking. Usually it's very busy, of course, on campus. I mean, I wasn't like too upset about it. It was like, okay, at least I can go back and get warm and cozy back in my apartment. So here I am, I'm back. I would have filmed a little bit if there was something to film, or if it wasn't super dark outside, though there wasn't really anything to show of that. I did get some cute pictures at the pumpkin patch though, so maybe I'll put them in here. I might post on my Instagram like an archive or something. I got some cute ones of just like one of them, like there's a pumpkin I'm holding in front of my face, and I thought that was cute. Maybe I'll post that as an archive. I think that would be a cute addition to my feed. I'm about to shower and wind down. I think my roommate and I are gonna watch 50 Shades of Grey. Me and two of my roommates, one of them is studying abroad in Oxford right now, so she'll be back in the spring. But right now, two of my roommates, we started this tradition where we'll watch movies on Sunday nights as like just a fun kind of chill movie night thing. It is not Sunday, it is in fact Thursday night. We started talking about 50 Shades of Grey for some reason, and neither Saishri or I have seen it, and so I think we're gonna watch that tonight. But first, I've got to shower, wind down. I've got to get out of these clothes. I really love this sweater that I wore today. It's extremely oversized. If you cannot tell, I thrifted it for like $4 years ago. You can't even tell like how huge it is. It literally like goes down to like mid-thigh, which I'm not complaining because it's super cozy and I love it. But that being said, I'm gonna get ready, gonna get cozy in my PJs. I put more chickpeas in the oven because, I don't know, I'm having kind of a mix-matchy kind of dinner tonight. I don't even know what I'm gonna pair with it, but I knew that I wanted chickpeas, and so that's what we're gonna do. It is 8:47. My chickpeas have 18.5 minutes more in the oven until they're ready, so I'm excited for that. I am gonna go ahead and wash my face, get comfy in my PJs, and we'll see you when it's time for 50 Shades of Grey.
You have to speak up on it.
What does that mean?
Who's your mother?
My mother is husband number 4.
Hello, happy Friday. I am gonna change into my sweater. I gotta get dressed, so I'm gonna change into this really quick, and then I'm gonna start to get ready, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna be up to today. Alright, so I'm kind of whispering a little bit more just because I don't know how thick or thin my apartment walls are, and I don't want to wake my roommates up, so that's why I'm not like screaming, being super loud. It is officially Halloween. It doesn't even feel like Halloween, which I don't know why. Oh, because I know last night when I was walking on campus, like nobody was here, obviously, because I mean, today's fall break and people, I'm sure, were going and traveling to different places and being out of town. Side note, I started wearing this sunscreen a couple months ago because my friends recommended it. It's the Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen. It's the one that's not mineral, so it leaves no white cast, which is good for me because most other ones you could see like the white cast, which obviously not a good thing. So this one I love. I need to get a new one because it's gonna run out soon. But honestly lasted longer than I thought. It's the first one that I've gotten. I got the mini bottle since I'd never tried it before, and next time I just gotta go for the full size because I'm definitely gonna be repurchasing this. Oh, I know why it doesn't feel like Halloween, because I haven't been around like a ton of people in the past couple days just because people are going to Frat Beach, which if you don't know, that's how much I use. People say like 3 fingers, but I feel like this is enough for now. The Georgia-Florida game happens every year in near St. Simon's, and so a lot of people go there since it's also during fall break to watch the game, and people dress up in different costumes with their friends and the beach is like packed and people are just like talking, having a good time. That's the gist of it. I don't even have real like super solid plans for the day, at least since it is fall break and I don't have anything that I like need to get done urgently. I'm just gonna go to the library and get a couple of things done. One, I want to edit this vlog so far, and speaking of the vlog, I in the beginning was talking about maybe doing weekly vlogs, but I chat and talk a lot more than I thought I was going to just when I'm like getting ready and stuff like that. So I think I'll just do vlogs based on like how long they are. Like I'll edit along the way, and then based on that we'll see if I'll do like a few days, or like if I don't get a bunch of footage I can just make it a week-long vlog, because I personally like long vlogs, so I want to make mine long as well, like at least 20, 25, 30 minutes. So we'll see how long this one ends up being, but I started editing it and it's already 20 minutes, and that's not even including from the pumpkin patch. So I'm actually really excited because this is going really well. I need to find my pencil sharpener for my brow pencil. There's like a literal nub of it left. Found it. I almost said Mario Badescu, but it's like just any other pencil sharpener. It came with the Makeup by Mario lip liner that I got, and I lost whenever that was, sometime last year. I honestly want to get a new one because I really love that lip liner, and I love the other side of it with the brush where you can like smooth it out and make it look a little bit more like the way you want it to. Okay, now we've got a nice and sharp pencil. Honestly, I might have done it too much. It might break off. No, actually perfect. Today I'm getting ready so that I can go make myself actually get some things done, because even though it's break, I slept in yesterday since I don't have classes Tuesday, Thursday. So I feel like that was the day of rest that I needed, and now I want to get some editing done and also apply to internships and scholarships and such, and figure out what my summer is going to be looking like next year. I've been on the hunt recently, and I've been on my internship application grind, so everybody wish me luck with that, please. Other than that, the library apparently, which I didn't know, they did like a whole sort of renovation, and they added some cool like maker space, like things for creation in one of the libraries. And so they also have this new podcast studio, which I didn't know about. It says you can make reservations, but I didn't see where you can do that online, so I'm just gonna go, because even if somebody's in there or I can't get into it right now, I'll at least be at the library already, so that'll be good for me to get what I need to get done. Other than that, I've got a pretty chill day, so I can honestly kind of see where the wind takes me. I don't plan on being at the library for too long. Honestly, the main reason I'm going is because I want to check out the podcast studio, because I want to start doing interviews with friends and like people on campus that I admire. So I feel like doing it in the podcast studio would make it feel like cooler and more official. I want to check it out on my own first, so that I can figure out how the mics and the audio situation works, and also they have a camera, so I've got to figure out how that works and how I can make sure that I can get it onto my computer for editing and such. So I'm gonna go there, figure that out. I also want to take advantage of reading during this break, because I have not been on my A game with my reading. My Goodreads has not seen an update for me in way too long. I got busy with schoolwork during the year, and honestly, whenever I get super busy and stressed with like a lot of things on my plate, reading unfortunately takes the back burner. But it's break now, and I also want to make time and prioritize reading more just in my day-to-day life. I honestly go in like these phases with reading, and sometimes I'm reading what feels like a book or multiple books in a single week, and other times like these, I feel like I haven't read a book in like a full book in at least a month or two. I read a lot towards the end of the summer because I knew that I probably wouldn't be able to read as much once the semester started, and I proved myself right with that. I mean, I did read this book, but it wasn't one on my personal TBR. It was just one that I had to read for one of my Spanish classes. It was still good, just not one of my personal taste. I should just update my Goodreads with that, because why not? I did read the book, so I can put it on my roster, which is great. I hope it's not too cold outside right now, though. I gotta check the weather because it was pretty freezing last night, and it's now 9:45, so it's still like not early, but I don't know, might be like morning chilly. Yeah, so I just checked my weather app and it says 10 degrees, well, 10 degrees Celsius. I put my weather app in Celsius because one of my teachers in high school said that you should just say you're like familiar with the Celsius system, but still I have to look it up, like what is 10 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit every single day. All right, so unfortunately I just went to check out the podcast studio. There's actually two in different buildings. One of them is coming soon, sorry for the sun, and the other you have to do, I'm pretty sure, by reservation, and I guess just because it's break, like obviously couldn't do a reservation at this time. I'll have to come back at another point. I'm going to Target now because I need a little snack. I kind of just want some candy before I go back to my apartment. Honestly, kind of sad that it didn't work out, but it's fine because I have the whole rest of the day to kind of chill and do whatever I want to do. Now I'm walking, and even though it's at 50, I'm feeling like hot right now, which is weird. I don't know. I think that I'm just gonna get Lifesaver mints. These are my favorite. These are so good. One thing about me, I'm gonna eat Lifesavers, Altoids, like literally any mint as candy because it's that good. So I'm gonna go with these just so I have something if I'm having a little bit of a sweet tooth when I get back.
Is this way? Yes. Okay.
3 brother band.
Jonas Brothers.
One of them.
Nick Jonas.
The
Kevin.
other. Yes. Pass. Who are these people? Pass. God. Okay. She was blonde. Went to jail. Cooks a lot.
Mark Stewart.
Yes. She was in Barbie.
Margot Robbie.
Her first name is United States.
America Ferrera.
Yes. The guy who sings Thriller, Michael
Jackson.
his sister,
Janet Jackson.
Yes. Pass. Who are these people? Pass. What is going on? Oh, I don't know. Pass. I don't know her song. Oh god. He slapped the guy. He slapped the guy on the Oscars.
Will Ferrell. Chris Rock.
No. Wait. Will Ferrell. Yes. Look at all those randoms.
She's on Dancing with the Stars. She's Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, you know all of them? Have I heard of Dev Patel?
He was in this movie, Life of Pi.
Yes.
He was in this show, The Umbrella Academy. He's in so many movies.
Steve Martin. Who is he? Dang, I was like, I don't know who are these randoms. You know them all. Oh my god, you know them all.
She did that song.
Yeah,
exactly. Wait, let's do the Halloween one.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to her concert. She has blonde hair.
It's really important.
Yes.
How's that Halloween?
You play, there's creative mode and there's survival mode, and you build stuff with like bricks. You like place bricks. You can have different like worlds and stuff.
Harry Potter? What?
That Disney movie where it's like the alien and the little girl's Hawaiian.
Moana?
No, Skip.
Alien? Oh, Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah. Should have said what Alex Earl's on.
Yeah.
Wait, that was good though.
Pass. We have no Wi-Fi right now, and we don't know why. We were watching a movie. We were watching the second 50 Shades of Grey movie, and then it just stopped out of nowhere. And now we don't have Wi-Fi, so we're stalling.
This better be the best movie ever.
Seriously.